How can students make their vote count while at Murray State? To answer this question, we go to Olivia Medovich.
Hey everyone, I'm here in the SGA office talking with Jeremiah Johnson, SGA President. Jeremiah, as you know, we have a big election coming up. What is SGA doing to help prepare students for this?
Our main goal is to just provide awareness of how they need to vote, where they need to go to vote, if they're not registered, how to register, or maybe even how to transfer registration. We actually contacted the Secretary of State's office for Kentucky, and she sent us a big box of just voter registration cards as well as posters, which are going up today, that kind of say, the posters basically say, I did not vote, so I don't have an opinion in this election. Basically encouraging people to vote, because there's no point in not voting and then saying, well, I have an opinion. Sorry, no. People fight for your right to vote, and we just want to support that and kind of encourage people to vote. We also have stacks of registration cards that we're keeping in the office should people need to register to vote or transfer registration to somewhere. We feel it's very important to vote, and we want to encourage every student to vote.
So students can actually come to the SGA office to register to vote. Can they come by any time?
Yes. Our offices are open from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. We have just a stack of cards up at our front desk, and they just come in, fill it out, and drop it in the mail, and they send it off to the Secretary of State's office, who has our final approval on it.
And why would you encourage students to come and vote?
Because it's very important as a citizen and as a student, because these people that you're voting for effectively make the decisions that you're going to have to deal with as a college student, whether it be the maximum cap on tuition or speed limits. I mean, anything all across the board. And I want students to be educated in those matters and actually follow these people and, support the people that are going to keep their best interest at heart.
Well, like you said, this election does affect students. Is SGA doing anything to kind of make them aware of what issues do affect them and educate them?
We are slowly working on a PR campaign that just kind of, not really against or for one candidate, but just these are some of the issues coming up. Maybe you should watch these debates and make your own decision. And we're looking at just different things, whether it's tuition or higher education funding, just different things like that. We're looking at that and kind of trying to point students in the right direction as to what websites to see, what news stations to look at, stuff like that.
Now, I know as SGA president, you yourself have some experience campaigning. Now, obviously, running for president is a little bit different, but do you see maybe any similarities? Like, what kind of challenges do you face when you have to run?
When you're running, you're actually finding out more issues about whether it's students or citizens than you do throughout your entire term, because you're actually going out one-on-one to these people saying, hey, what's your problems? I'll fix it. And it's kind of the same thing. Many times you go out and campaign and you promise things, and then you're supposed to follow through with them once you're elected. That's basically the biggest similarity you can see. And I guess campaigning is the one time that the president is one-on-one with the students or one-on-one with their constituency, because the rest of the year they're using, whether it's senators or legislatures, to fight for those groups of people, whether it be our Kentucky state senators or whoever. They're fighting for us at the Capitol, and the president is finally one of the last decision makers on that.
Jeremiah, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us, and we look forward to the election stuff you guys will have.
Anytime.